Hello Leo, hello Sagittarius, how are you? Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. I am your sister fire sign. I am a Sagittarius rising. Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you already, and thank you for all the ways in which you're paying attention to my videos. I appreciate you. As you can see, the numbers are growing. Yeah, I probably have 3 times as many more subscriptions this month than I've had in a while, so thank you so much. If you're one of those new people, please let me know in the comments. I enjoy being in the comments. Some of us do, and I'd love to see you there. Okay, so we are looking at, I've cleaned out my tarot room, so I'm looking at using some cards I haven't used in a while. So this is the Fairy Oracle, and we're going to use that for the overall energy. And we're still in the moon phase, right? We're still in the new moon phase. So it just happened on the 18th, and so it's only been a couple of days. We're still there, so we're going to talk about whatever the moon wants to tell us about what you should be doing in the week ahead or what might be happening. And then we have some future energy here. So let's do that. But first, let's read for Leo. Sagittarius, I'll see you in just a second if you don't mind moving along. All right, Leo. Are they gone? Do I have you to myself? Tell you what, if there's a Leo in the room and I end up at a social gathering, I'm going to find the Leo and they're going to be pinned to the wall for the night. I'm going to be laughing with Leo for sure. Okay, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is what's up for the week ahead, please. Whenever you find this reading, I don't care if it's in 2028. If it is 2028 and you're viewing this, hello, Elsie, in 2028. All right, here we go. Here we go. What's the overall energy, please, for Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Overall energy for Leo. All right. Got this one. It says a journey. Leo, you're about to go on a journey. Maybe you already started the journey. It says it's time to prepare for a journey. Okay, so you're prepping for it for the week ahead, I think. It says it may be impromptu or unplanned. Either way, make sure that you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passport now. So for some of you, it's going to be an actual trip. Like you're going to get on a plane and go see somebody. You're going to make a last minute plan to travel. Prepare for the journey tells me that it's not necessarily what happens when you get to your friend who lives in another state. It's not about that. It's about what goes on between here and there. I think that if you're going on a journey or you're supposed to travel right now, it's because there's some lessons that need to be brought to you within that journey. Like you may meet a stranger who brings you a message, or do you know what I mean? I feel like you're about to embark on some sort of a journey in the week ahead, and I think it's impromptu, but understand, I think that it's planned by the universe. It's impromptu by you. It's like you wake up one morning and you're like, yeah, I haven't been out to see my cousins in so long. I'm just going to go and just see them. Or a best friend, right? Bottom of the deck, we have pure intention. The fairy of manifestation try it again. The fairy of manifestation will help you to use your wishes wisely. Oh, I love that. Yes, because they are only wishes until you manifest them. So it says, manifest your heart's desire with pure intention and for the highest good of all. So you may be going on this journey. Yeah, the pure intention is, you know what? I haven't seen my family in a while. I haven't seen my cousins in a while. Haven't seen my best friend in a while. But I believe it's the journey you're supposed to be focused on. It feels like you're going to get some sort of a message in the journey. Like a stranger makes conversation with you, or, you're going to get some sort of a message in the journey. So I think you're supposed to be very, very aware of your surroundings. This might be a person that maybe if you saw on the street, you might not talk to. Now, I don't know where you're from. It might not even be your culture to do that. But where I live, we're just shy of 1 million people, but we still sort of act like a small town. We nod at each other on the street and wave and all those things. Maybe it's just because we're Canadian. But I want to say that this message that you're going to get on the journey is going to be from someone that is not like you. So someone that you probably wouldn't choose to hang out with. Maybe, I'm just going to say a stereotypical scenario. Maybe you're someone who works on Wall Street, and the person who brings the message is someone who plays their banjo on the corner for money. They bus for a living. You know what I mean? It's someone who's not really necessarily like you, but someone who's going to bring you valuable information. I was just looking at this rabbit has wings, and this hare has wings, and I feel like it's like this person sort of comes bounding into you. So maybe they bump into you, like literally you're both waiting at baggage claim and you bump into each other looking for your bags or something like that. It's going to be something that you're not used to. This person's going to be different from anyone that you usually ever speak to in your everyday life. Step out of your comfort zone. So that's what the journey is. It's like step out of your comfort zone. Now, I want to say that if you are someone who doesn't usually make decisions that are not thought out first, because you are a fixed sign. Although Leo is, always ready for the adventure, but I feel like because you're a fixed sign, you like to do things orderly and slowly. You like to see things coming rather than making snap decisions. And so I think that going out of your comfort zone is that you're going to make sort of a spur of the moment decision to go on some sort of a journey or a trip of some kind. I think it's going to go against what you usually would do. But I think also that you're comfortable with making the decision to step out of your comfort zone because your third eye is open. Maybe you don't know it, maybe you do. We have the answers you need are coming. See, that's what I was seeing. The answers you need are coming, but they come as you're on the journey. Now, I'm not saying that if you don't travel, you're not going to get your messages. But what I am saying is that whatever journey that you are taking, now it could be, it says it's time for you to prepare for a journey. So it could be a journey of the mind. It could be 2 hours away from your home. It could be you're flying across the country. You know what I mean? It's going to be different for all of you. But I think that whatever it is, that the answers you need are coming because you're taking this journey, whether it's a mental journey or you're walking out at the park and you bump into somebody, maybe you don't know them, you literally bump into them on the trail. You know what I mean? I feel like somebody's bringing you a message on the journey, but you're about to do something. The reason that you're going to get these answers is because you're about to do something that you don't usually do. You're stepping outside of your comfort zone, which may mean that somebody springs something on you. I know, Leo, and Leo, you don't like for people to throw crap at you and expect an immediate answer. You don't like to have your back against the wall. And maybe it's that. Maybe it's like, you know what? I always have my back against the wall. I never make an impulsive decision. I'm going to do that now. And I think it's all falling in line here. I think you're about to get a message from someone. Emotions are running high. This is a supermoon. And emotions do run high around the supermoon, right? Around the full moons, for sure. And the supermoons are closer to Earth than the full moon. All right. So this says full moon in Gemini. You could be dealing with a Gemini. Let's find out what the future energy is telling us here. Leo. I think that full moon in Gemini could mean that you're dealing with Gemini, but it also could mean that you're up in your head about answers, about trying to get some answers. I just heard a song from the 60s. I think it is My Little Runaway, Run, 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 Run Away. I think that you are someone who runs away. This might be a beneficial runaway. Like, I think that you decide, I just need to go. I'm just going to go. I'm going to hop on a plane. I'm going to go to that place. I'm going to see that friend. Yeah. The answers that you are wanting, the answers that you have been needing are coming in the week ahead. And I feel like this is what's going to take you across the finish line. It's going to allow you to leave this old timeline of feeling stuck, of not doing what you want to do, but doing what everyone else expects of you. I feel like the journey for some of you is that, stepping out of your comfort zone. And the answers are, I can't just keep doing it that way. I have to do something different. I can't just keep being there for everyone else and not being there for myself. Going the distance, as I look at this card, I see that this, I guess it's a cheetah or a leopard maybe. And as it is crossing the finish line, it feels like the old self is breaking down, breaking away. I feel like you're crossing through some sort of a portal, And it was your fear that if I step through that portal, will I never come back? And I think the deal is that you weren't supposed to. I think that stepping through the portal takes you to a different place, a place where you understand that if you take risks, and I mean, Leo, you can be risky, right? But I mean that I'm talking to someone who probably has Earth or Scorpio in the chart, or maybe heavy air, someone who's very logical. And I feel like this is what's been holding you back, that maybe you might have some, Virgo energy, or it's like the overthinking is what's been holding you back. But the answers are coming, but not before you take the journey. So if there is some sort of, oh gosh, it can be so many different things. Let me listen for a second. The answers are coming, and they're gonna allow you to go the distance. You're about to end a tough cycle, a cycle of not really knowing what to do, feeling uncomfortable. It's because, you know what, when things are supposed to be the way they're supposed to be, the universe sometimes will interject and make you uncomfortable where you are. So uncomfortable where you are that where you got to go, make change, it seems to be more comforting than anything, because the universe has made it so uncomfortable to be where you are right now that it just feels like relief to move forward. And I really do believe that it's the universe that's conspiring to help you move forward here, because you're supposed to go the distance. You will get the answers that you need, but only if you decide to unstuck yourself. So if for some of you that means mentally, or whether it means geographically or physically, you're just going to get in the car and drive. Oh, bottom of the deck. Oh, poised. I always see this as poised for change. Poised for change in the heart space. Yeah. You're ready to take whatever change comes at you. Oh, I didn't look at this number. It's number 11. You might be seeing 11s. You're going to get balance. You're coming out of a hard cycle because it's a place that you didn't want to move from. You were stuck in that spot, but you're a fixed sign, so that can happen, right? You felt like you were stuck in that spot and didn't want to make that decision just yet, or couldn't make the decision just yet. Let's throw some tarot at it, see what's going on. Leo, this is a very interesting reading. Thank you for your energy. It's working. So those of you who are giving me your thumbs up, who are in the comments, the ones who are exchanging energy with me, it makes these readings really in depth. I love it. I like being in that energy with you. Thank you. All right. Stepping out of your comfort zone. So the North Node, I feel like you're going against the grain, or you're about to swim upstream. You're about to do something that you don't usually do, something that is not normally how you run your life. Yeah. You're about to make some sort of a decision that goes against the grain. Five of Wands is the indecision. It is beating yourself up about taking time for you, about doing the thing that you want to do instead of the thing that is expected of you, as I was saying before, right? It's the Five of Wands. I feel like you are in hesitation because you know it'll be going against the grain if you decide to step out of your comfort zone. But the answers you need are on the other side of your comfort zone. Everything you want's on the other side of fear. I'm sorry, there's no kind way to say it. You got to get out there and be fearless and be willing to fall on your nose, because that's the only way you get the lessons. So we have the answers are coming. The answers you need are coming. And this is very curious, because the Seven of Cups in the reverse is, I'm no longer feeling overwhelmed. I know what I want. I pulled one cup off the shelf and I know what I want now. And so I think you've come to some sort of a decision in the mind, Gemini energy here, that you are going to stop being this, because full moons are about the ends of things. It's about the end of the cycle. And I feel like what you're ending is, I feel doing everything that everyone expects of you and not doing anything for yourself. I feel like you've made it come to a decision. You've picked a cup. Let's keep reading. This is very, very cool. Going the distance. For some of you, I'm hearing the song, I think it's called Going the Distance, and I think it's by, is it Soul Coughing? Is the name of the group, I think? That might be something that you need to hear. Anyway. I won't talk any more about it. I'll let you listen to it and see if it applies to you. We have the Page of Swords is in the reverse. Okay. You come to an aha moment. It's like I finally make the decision. I found enough information to make an educated decision about what I'm going to do next. And the Page of Swords is someone who, in the upright is engaged in looking for information, unearthing knowledge, that kind of thing. But I also see the Page of Swords as someone who is maybe smack talking you. Maybe you've been smack talking yourself. I think that you're having a hard time doing something for you. You're probably a single parent or just a parent in general, someone who's used to taking care of others and not used to making decisions that benefit you. I mean, you might do something little, like buy a pair of shoes, a bag, or a suit, but I mean, you're not doing anything for you that is of substance. Ooh, what's outside of your comfort zone is a long-term relationship, Leo. That's what we're talking about here. The Ten of Pentacles just showed up. The thing that you are in indecision about is the Ten of Pentacles. It's a long-term relationship. You're about to step out of your comfort zone, possibly, and hunker down on just one person. Because the answers you need are coming. You're about to make a decision. You're no longer feeling overwhelmed. I think you come to a decision in the week ahead that I know what I want. I know what I want to do. It might not be the thing that everyone else wants me to do, but I don't care. It's what I want to do. We have the King of Pentacles. So it feels like you've chosen an earth sign, or you've chosen Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You've chosen stability. You've chosen to be dependable, stable. You've chosen that maybe you want to have a family, be a father, that you do want to support someone, or you feel like you want to take care of them. The feeling of nurture. For the feminines, it's usually I want to nurture you, I want to cook for you, I want to love on you and make your house beautiful. And for the masculines, it's more about I want to protect you, and I want to supply the things that the Pentacle world demands. I want to supply you of those things. I want to support you that way. I want to adorn you with beautiful things. And so I feel like masculine or feminine, that you've made a decision that you want to settle down, that you want to have a little bit of stability in your life. Maybe you've had no stability for a long period of time. All right. We've got the Hanged Man in the reverse, and that is such poignant time for that to come out, because it feels like you are making decisions here with the Page of Swords in the reverse. Like you're thinking about making decisions. You're coming to a consensus within your own mind, having looked at the details, having unearthed some knowledge or thought about it for a while. I think you were being hardest on yourself, because I feel like in the week ahead you're about to either make a decision or execute a plan that you've been thinking about, and it's about going on a journey. For some of you, that's just straight up you're getting in a plane to go see the family. And the answers that you're going to get between here and there, not when you get there, not the destination, it's the journey. So don't ignore people. Get out of your head, take your headphones out, and look for people. You have some angels that are about to give you information. The Hanged Man tells me that you now understand the assignment. You now understand the assignment. That's what it looks like. Yeah. You just needed more information. And I think the information that you get while you go on this journey is going to help you go the distance to whatever it is that you're poised for, that is coming up in the future. What you're poised for. I just took this off the deck here. Regeneration. It looks like something that you thought had burned to the ground is about to regenerate. Yeah. So if it's a relationship that you thought was over, if we're silent with each other, I think you won't be silent for very long. The Knight of Swords is on the bottom of the deck here. We have the Six of Pentacles, and looks like somebody wants to I think it's you in the future that wants to give someone else reciprocity in terms of talking with them, giving them truth and honesty about a situation. The Knight of Cups tells me that you're wondering if this is now unrequited love. The Six of Pentacles tells me that you want reciprocal attention as it pertains to communication, but I feel like you're wondering if this person even has feelings for you anymore. I feel like you've cleared your schedule, or you're not as busy as you were, and so now that's why you can come out of the silence here, which is the High Priestess energy, and you're becoming a little more vulnerable. Look, I think you've gone through a lot of changes. I feel like you've gone through a whole pile of changes, but I want to say that it starts with making the decision to take the journey. Either making the decision to take the journey of self, take the actual journey, like getting on a plane and recognizing that there could be messages, signs, and symbols hidden everywhere if your face just wasn't in your phone. Pay attention to your surroundings, because you're about to come across some information that is gonna give you answers to what you were asking. The answers you need are coming, but you must go the distance. So some of you are going on a distant journey. You might be going from where you are to the other side of the world. Maybe you're going to end up down under, if you're lucky enough to end up down under. All right. Let's take a look at this here. Whew, what? All right, Leo. When you do it, you just blow it up. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So stepping out of your comfort zone. So you've decided that you're just going to take charge of the whole thing. You know, you are the Emperor, and the Emperor is someone who best lives with an Empress, someone who, oh, sorry, you can probably hear some of the construction going on outside my condo. The Emperor is someone who's taking charge of the situation, and the Emperor knows that they're going to win. So I feel like your confidence is at an all-time high. You could be the Emperor because you carry it all. Maybe you are someone who owns a business, a CEO, someone who makes decisions about other people's lives in your day, whether that means that you're a parent or you work in the higher up echelons of a business or you own the businesses. There is a tower coming here, and the tower comes when you receive your answers. It's a realization of, I really know what I want now. The realization is, I know what I want. I want stability. I want to be with somebody who I can be stable with. The Lovers is here. Somebody who is my soulmate, someone who I can trust, someone who I feel quantumly entangled with. They're entangled, right? They're entangled in some sort of a vine. The thing is I think it's what is this? Ivy. It looks fern-like, but it could be ivy, because ivy is everlasting. Like, ivy grows on anything, and it's hard to kill ivy. It will cover buildings. So we've got the Hanged Man here, and we've got the Hanged Man in reverse. So you've been looking at something from a different perspective as of late, and I feel like you are about to make a decision to go the distance, to step out of your comfort zone, and to reach out to somebody here. There's going to be communication, and the communication, I feel, is going to be reciprocal. This person's going to receive you well. Yeah. You're going to have to clear some time for them. That's the thing. I think you're really busy because you're an Emperor. I think you're really busy carrying it all for everybody. There's upheaval and change here. And the upheaval and change is, I finally know what I want. So you get your answer somewhere in the midweek, possibly in the week ahead. And it feels like it's about something to do with the heart space here. Let's find out what the challenge is for the week ahead. We've got Piscean energy here. We've got Gemini. We've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We've got Aries energy here. All right. The challenge for the week ahead is your stability. So it is the week ahead. I feel like the challenge is, can I settle down? Do I really want to settle down with this person that I think might be my soulmate? You're seeing it from another side. You've already gotten your answer here. So I think that you are going to make a decision to talk with this person in the week ahead, probably, or at least make the decision. Okay, so we've run out of time, but we are going to go into the extended this time, and I haven't for a few weeks, but I really feel like there's more of a story here, and I feel like it needs to be said. So we're going to talk about the Emperor and how you're going to step out of your comfort zone and the answers that are coming. We're going to dig a little more into this Tower. You're having a realization that you do want to settle down, but the challenge is going to be just that, telling the lover or telling the person that you have chosen that you think that they are your person. I think that that's what's coming up in the week ahead. And I feel like you're going to get some energy that's going to help you go the distance. I feel like this is about to work out pretty well for you, but if you want me to take it apart in the extended, if you want to go there, then I would be happy to see you there. Looks like there's hope in the distance, and I will go there. I will look for the first link in the description, please. Thank you so much. I'll be back, of course. I always come back, y'all, right? I'm going to be going for now. Thanks, Leo. Bye-bye. Hello, Sagittarius. Let's get to it. Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. Let's get to it. Let's find out what the overall energy is for Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Thanks for waiting here for me, Sag. If you are interested in a private read, please remember that there is a sale going on. Look in the description for your discount code. Okay, what's the overall energy for Sagittarius? It is shine from within, which isn't hard for you to do, Sag. It says, looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. It's a time for self-acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. Look, it's all about being who you are. Not everybody is going to like who you are, and that's okay too. You still have to be who you are. You will attract your tribe. And if people don't want to see your light, there's nothing you can do to make them see it. They have to want to see it. So allow people to be who they are. And if they don't jive with your life, then walk away. It's really that simple. If people don't see your light, don't try to shine brighter. People do not appreciate more of what they don't already appreciate. So if you're trying to impress somebody with your light and they just don't see it, maybe it's just time to move along. Maybe you're just not on the same energetic wavelength. It says, look in a book. Whatever your question is right now, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring the insight you seek. Okay, so Charlie just showed me. See, I'm going to get a book. Hang on. Do I have one here? I do. Hang on a sec here. This is what you're supposed to do. And then you're just supposed to read what it says here. And it says acceptance of yourself. I shit you not. Acceptance of yourself. And that's what this is, shining from within. It says you need to accept yourself, right? Self-acceptance. And for revealing your true beauty. Like, I don't know. People can say what they want about tarot. It is what it is, y'all. We're all connected. It's all energy. All right, we're going to use the Moonology because just 2 days ago we had a new moon, right? We are headed into a full moon on, I think, the 2nd or the 3rd, and we're still going to use up this moon energy here. Tell me more of what's going on in the week ahead, please, for Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. That was a very cool coincidence. I'm sure, I don't believe in coincidence, but you know what I mean. It was a very cool message for somebody out there. Self-acceptance. Yeah. You just got to let your freak flag fly. You know what? The people who like your flag are going to come running, and there's going to be people who are going to run away screaming. Let them do it. Let them do it. And if you're too much, let them go find less. That's what Elise Myers says. Go find less. Surrender to the divine. That's exactly what we're talking about. You just need to surrender to who the hell you are. And you are divine. You are God, right? People like to talk about God as though it's some outside of themselves omnipotent being. And I respect that. But I feel like you are the God. I feel we are all a God. Pardon me. Sorry, I was just coughing in the other reading. Yeah, in Leo's reading. Okay. Whew. It's time for healing. It's healing of the self, I think. It's about self-acceptance and healing of the self. I feel like someone I'm connecting with is feeling bad for being who they are, saying the things that they say. Look, you might not be everybody's cup of tea, But nor do you need to be, nor do you ever need to strive to be that. But I do feel that you feel as though you don't fit in because you're the way that you are. But you know what? Like I said, just let the flag fly, man. People are going to find your flag cool. You will find them. They will find you. What do we got on the bottom here? Your hard work is paying off. So if you're the one who's been struggling with who you are, whatever that means to you, I think it's time for you to know that this is the time for healing for you, to kind of get over it, to work on self-acceptance. And if people can't see your light, then, you know, shine for people who will see it. When you shine your light, the right kind of people will see it anyway. This is time for a nap. I think you're exhausted. I think you think about this so much. I think you're exhausted with feeling out of place. And it's only because you've decided it, understand. You've decided that because because you don't look like the clones, that you don't fit in. And understand, that's all trends are. It's cloning. That's all it is. And because you're not you're the person who goes against the grain. I don't think you're a clone. I don't think you follow fads or trends. And it kind of makes you feel out of place. But it is what it is, right? Look at that. You're going to be rewarded with your soulmate. It is a time for healing. I really think that this self-acceptance stuff is the last step before your soulmate comes running. It's the acceptance of you being enough, and that you know that wherever you are, as long as you feel enough, you're in a good place. Because nothing's worth giving that up for. I think this is a lesson that you're learning right now about self-acceptance. Where are we going? Okay. So it's time for you to surrender to the divine. It's a time for healing. You need to accept yourself for the way you are. You are a true beauty. You have sunshine on the inside, and someone's going to find it. And they're not going to find it right away because it takes a very long time for rare gems to be harvested. And that's the truth. And that's why they're worth so much, because they are rare gems. That's why they have so much worth. They're so rare. All right. Got the sun in reverse. Got the star. Got the lovers. There we go. The lovers and a soulmate. Look at that. Card number 41 is a 5. Your soulmate could be a Taurus. Your soulmate could be a Gemini or an Aquarius or a Leo. Nine of Swords. Don't worry, be happy. That's what the Sun and the the Nine of Swords in the reverse are giving me. Because the sun is happiness, no matter if it comes out in the reverse or not. It's always happiness. It's always warmth. It's just that I find that when the sun is in the reverse, it's like right now I don't really want to be seen, or I'm not interested in having the spotlight. For some of you, maybe you're not getting out of the house enough. The sun in the reverse in this particular depiction tells me that because the kids are sitting outside. When it's in the reverse, it feels like you haven't had the sunshine on your face in a while. It's also a place of a very comfortable and polished rut. Doing what you always did and getting the same result as a result of always doing the same thing you always did. The sun is great. It's like laying on the beach, right? Who doesn't want to do that? Right? Every once in a while, like maybe you're not the one who wants to do that, but a lot of people like to lay on the beach. It's not productive, but it is healing, right? It is healing. I'm not doing anything. I'm not seeking attention. I'm just in this polished rut where it's warm and I can lay here without worry. But I feel like it's a lonely place as well. It's a time for healing, and the star comes out, right? You can't write that stuff. The star is about healing and hope and balance and being connected. She's looking straight at this card of surrendering to the divine, and I think that's what you're either planning on doing or you have already done. The King of Cups is here, and I think with the King of Cups being here, it's like you surrender to the divine and decide that you're going to heal this within yourself. The acceptance of self. You accept yourself, And it is quite healing. I feel it opens the door to further depths of love, because remember that, you know, it's like if you think about a child who is in kindergarten as opposed to a child who is you know, say in grade 10 or middle school or high school. There's a very big difference in the aptitude. And that's only because, why? Because they've had a lot of lessons. Yeah. So I feel like you are going through a time right now where you're learning more about the depth of love, because I feel like you're learning to love yourself, and that's what the healing is. Because if you aren't healed, you can't be emotionally available. You can't be emotionally aware. You can't know how to wrangle your feelings. Sometimes, you know, I feel like things can maybe pop out of your mouth and you regret saying them. I feel like the healing and the King of Cups is like, I'm getting a more of a respect and a love for myself, so those things pop out of my mouth less. I feel like once you learn this lesson of self-acceptance, and once you heal this I feel like if right now you're going to be healing to the King of Cups, feminine or masculine, I feel like you weren't this before. So you may have been, you know, the Knight of Cups, or maybe you were the Page of Cups. But I feel like in your healing and acceptance of self, I feel like you become the King of Cups, whether you're feminine or masculine. We have the Hermit and the Lovers and the Soulmates. I feel like the King of Cups here tells me that you have been thinking deeply about what you want in terms of love. And I think you're holding out for a soulmate. You're the person who's like, I'm good. I can stay here, Elsie, forever. I am not giving it up to anybody who's not my soulmate. So I think that you're kind of playing for keeps here. But you know what? You've been doing a lot of healing. And that is your currency. This is what I want to say. You now are a high-priced, high-value human, because you know your worth. You have self-acceptance for what you have and what you don't have, and you're okay with all of it. The healing has taken place, and now you love yourself to a deeper level. And it's because it's in this wisdom that you've gained this ability to respond and not react. The healed part of you is now reacting to love. So is not reacting, but is responding. And the response is, if you're not my soulmate, keep walking, kick rocks. I have no time for that. You're looking for one and done. What do we got here? We've got the Page of Wands. I think you have, yes, you have a message coming. Somebody who you haven't spoken to in a while, or there's been a break in the action with them. Seven of Pentacles. It feels like something's been growing between you, but it also feels like someone's been nurturing themselves or healing. There's a message that's about to come in for you here. You are about to get some sort of a messenger, a passionate message of some sort. All right. I think that surrendering completely to the divine has been hard for you, because it feels like you worry a lot, or you were worrying a lot. And I think that when you do regularly meditate, I'm talking for serious blocks, 15 minutes at a time, 30 minutes at a time, I feel like when you surrender to the divine, you no longer worry. You know that it's in the hands of the divine. I want to say that right now you're really not taking action on that. You're in this carefully polished rut of yours, and I feel like you skip the meditations, you skip the praying, whatever it is that you do to communicate with your source. You've been skipping those practices as of late. I don't think you're as connected as you think you are, but I think you want to be. And I think you will be, because it is a time for healing in the stars here, and that is the connection to the universe to me. The star is everything that's hopeful. The connection I have with the universe keeps me in balance. We have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Knight of Swords, Death card, and the King of Pentacles in the reverse. I don't want to wait anymore. I think that it's like you shouldn't be waiting anymore. That's what the Seven of Pentacles is saying to me. No more waiting. It's time for nurturing. You need to pay closer attentions to your own pentacles. And I don't mean money. I feel like whatever you're nurturing, you need to pay closer attention to that. I feel that you feel as though if you rest, Sun in the reverse, if you rest and you're not social and you're not really seen by people, that maybe communicating with people via text or via phone is enough. It's not. You got to get yourself next to people. You need to feel other people's energies. And I think you've gotten very comfortable with being by yourself or being alone. The Seven of Pentacles tells me that I feel like that you need to be engaged more in nurturing of the self. And that it feels like you should no longer wait to be in communication with the divine on a regular basis. It's going to keep if you've been having depression, anxiety issues, it is going to keep those things at bay, or is at least going to help with it. I'm not a doctor, but I do have both of those diagnoses, and I do know that when I meditate, I'm in a far better mental health than when I forget to do it or when I don't do it. This job keeps me regular. I'm meditating quite a few times in a day now, and it really does help with that mental health issue. So we have the Star. It feels like you've been working on yourself here. I feel like the Knight of Swords tells me that that in the week ahead is when you have this realization that you do love yourself deeper than you love all other things. And so that means that you are not the person who's going to chase anybody. I'm not chasing anyone. I know my worth. I took the transformation. The transformation is how you feel about yourself. I really believe the King of Cups is the depth of love for yourself. I think you're speaking to yourself better than you used to mentally. And I also feel like the Death card here is telling me that you have a transformation in the way that you think, Aquarius energy, in the way that you feel. King of Cups, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We have Leo right here. We have Gemini, if I didn't say, and Virgo. Scorpio is here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn is here. So I want to say that that with the soulmates here and the Lovers card, that this is a very, very deep connection that you have with someone. And this someone could be someone who is a Virgo. I feel like with the King of Pentacles being in the reverse, it feels like there is someone who is an earth sign who's acting out of character. Like when the King of Pentacles is in the reverse, I feel like the king is more about himself. It's more about what he needs. He's not necessarily interested in supporting you because it's all what he needs. I think that you are in love with someone who can be quite selfish with their time. And you know what? That's okay. People are allowed to be selfish with their time, but if it doesn't suit your needs, that's when you make the decision to walk away. That's not when you start changing this person to try and fit in the box that you want them to fit in. You either accept them for who they are, or if you don't like who they are, you walk away, but you're not allowed to just go in there and start changing them because you've had a change of mind and the way you're speaking with yourself. The King of the King of Pentacles in the reverse is telling me that you're not sure of the investment. Is it really worth years of investment here to hang out with someone who is not going to be all in? The King of Pentacles, as I see it, is not all in, is not buying into the whole thing. It feels like you have the wisdom that you need to hold out for a lover, because I feel like whoever this person here, if they're coming at you in the reverse, it's like they're not really willing to commit, or they won't really commit to even saying that you're the soulmate. What is your challenge for the week ahead, Sagittarius? Your challenge for the week ahead is keeping stability. So I feel like you're in a busy time right now, whether you have a business or you're working with a business as an employee. I feel like right now is a very busy time for you. And I feel like it's a very busy time for you, but there's a lot of things that are going on that are really not solid for you right now. You know, I think that it's a very busy time for you, and I feel like sometimes that you talk yourself in and out of things, that you forget that you're the star, that you have the connection, you can rely on the universe and get into some great meditation to get your answers. I feel like your love life has a lot of instability. I think you're about to change that. I feel like there's about to be some sort of transformational energy that's coming in about the way you think and the way you feel about yourself. I feel like this is exactly what's going on here, that you have a self-acceptance here, and you realize that you can't change this person to be who you want them to be. That's not your job. Your job is to look at them, decide if you like them the way they are. If they never changed a hair or anything else about them, would you want to have them forever? Because it's not your job to go in there and change them. They're allowed to be who they want to be. Yeah. And I think that's all coming from this wisdom. That's what it feels like here. Who's the soulmate? Let's talk about that. Could be someone who is Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Could be Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. No, not Libra, Leo. Knight of Pentacles. So you've been waiting a long time for a soulmate. And so the King of Cups is here, understand, and then going into the future, that's after next week, that it looks like the King of Cups is right here waiting for the soulmate. So you've gone through a transformation in what love means to you. And we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. So there is some communication coming here. Communication coming from the lover, or possibly you're the one that's giving the communication. This person wants to talk to you about some sort of investment. It could be money, could be business, but it also could be love. We have the Page of Swords. It's almost like they're going to be very sort of dry about it. How can I say? It's not going to come out as romantic as you had planned it in your head, which is usually riding off into the sunset on the white horse with the prince or the princess. And it's not going to happen that way. This person's coming to you in swords. They're going to communicate with you, I think. I think that whoever is your soulmate has probably got water in the chart, or maybe you do, but it's been a long time, and I think that finally you're about to think more with more flexibility, or you're no longer overthinking the situation. I think that you're just going to decide to tell this King of Pentacles to kick rocks if he's not interested in being supportive and stable. I think this king is not really giving you a bunch of stability. The King of Pentacles in the reverse is someone who's got a lot of money, but not someone who's not giving them very much stability or doesn't have it. So either they're spending more than they're making, or they're just someone who is just not willing to settle down. Yeah. I think you're making a big decision going into the week ahead with the Hermit here, because you're getting some wisdom on love. I think that you're going to tell this person, look, it's time. You need to make a decision. Are you in or are you out? Are we stable or are we not? I think that is going to be what's coming up in the week ahead for you. I'm going to go, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for coming here and watching. I love you guys, and I'm out. Bye-bye.